few live videos to just really reconnect with what we're all going through and actually allow us to believe that we're all going through it, that we're not alone, even though our circumstances may be unique. What we're going through is really a major change and a change that we have control over through our thoughts, through what we choose to believe, what we choose to put our currency, our energy into. And so I want to re-emphasize, as I did before, about how beauty is an expression of love. And it's an expression of love that is truly healing. I experienced the um, healing power of beauty as I turned my focus to the landscape, the mountains that were so beautiful, from a focus within, which was feeling all the challenges in my current situation and feeling kind of a heaviness. So I want to really emphasize that just turning our focus to that which is beautiful will heal us as well. And I have to say, I know my mother always bought herself flowers. She really liked flowers. And that was something I just decided to do the other day, is to buy some flowers. It's not quite the other day because I've had these roses for a while. If you can see these roses, and they really truly are an expression of love and their beauty, and they're very healing. Looking at roses and flowers, even beautiful, artwork, like even if you look at this vase, let me see, there you go. How someone created a beautiful design on a vase. Um, when we see beauty, it actually lifts us up. I mean, the colors in it in themselves just lift us up. And there's such a variety here, the reds and the pinks and the green and the yellow and the white, and it just lifts us up. But when you think about flowers, what function do flowers have? Flowers don't really do anything, right? They don't make things, they're not productive, they're not, fitting into what our Western world has decided was important. Make sure you're always productive and doing something. Flowers just are beauty. They radiate an energy. And I was just listening to Greg Braden yesterday. I'll pull this back to me, but find beauty in anything. Um, Greg Braden was telling us, he's a scientist and he works very scientifically. And then in physics, they found there was four forces. Um, One is gravity, and one was like a lower nuclear, and the other a higher nuclear. And then there was another one, I can't remember what it was, but he said there's the fifth and probably most important energy that exists is beauty. And beauty has that healing power. Beauty has an amazing power. And beauty comes in so many different forms. Like, you know, there's beauty in each person. And you'll see a human being as this beautiful little infant child. Um, you'll see the infant child turn into a toddler or a young girl or a young boy and maybe a teenager, and then later a young adult and maybe a little older adult, and on and on. And there's constant change in the beauty. And the beauty is always there if you want to see it. The shame of society has defined or has confined beauty into certain parameters and um, brought out a concept of not beauty or ugly or whatever that has it works in the opposite of healing and love. When you can find the beauty in anything, then you are opening yourself to receiving love. I remember when I was dancing and in a course for dancers, and we had a final that we had to do our own dance. Um, Always in our class, there was one girl who I thought, oh man, she has the ugliest legs. They were just like tree trunks, and I felt sorry for her. But then in her final dance, she decided to wear a bag over her body and just emphasize her legs. And then I realized, wow, she has beautiful legs. It was just a shift in my perspective. And of course, it felt so much better to be experiencing and seeing the beauty in the same legs that I had once thought were very ugly. How many times do we look at ourselves and criticize, oh, that wrinkle and that red mark or those ears that stick out too much or that hair that just doesn't sit right or whatever? And how does that make us feel, right? How does it make you feel to be judgmental and to see the not beauty? Try to just see the beauty of a wrinkle, see the beauty of an expression line on your face, see the beauty of that flyaway hair that kind of looks etheric because it's flying away. Just just give it a try. Give it a try and notice how it makes you feel. And your feelings are your guidance system. When you feel peaceful and joyful and bliss or happy, you are aligning with what is true because truth is love. Truth never contradicts itself. Truth just is, and it's always been around. Belief systems, they contradict each other. And those are kind of interpretations of what we think uh, could be true. So when you feel uncomfortable, it's just your guidance system saying you're off. It's like the hot cold game. You're cold, you're going in the wrong direction. And when you start feeling joyful again, then you are really on the center. And for me, my experience just yesterday, when I was really dealing with some heavy energies, was turning and looking at those beautiful mountains and just taking in the beauty. That was healing. That brought me back into my center and back into my peace and joy and good feelings. I don't know, warm feelings. So I want to let you know, or want to remind you, you probably know already, how beauty is healing. So if you feel you are less than 100%, I suggest connecting with beauty in whatever way you can. And I guess that's why we bring flowers to people in the hospital and stuff as well. They are so healing. We can go deeper into how the colors, the different colors, like the yellow roses, tend to heal the digestive system, the stomach, and and the pink connects to the heart as well as the green leaves. But you can look those kind of things up if you want. And you don't even have to know it academically, you can just feel it. So play around, experiment a little bit with getting in touch with beauty and seeing beauty in maybe some unlikely places as well, like in an insect. All right, go forward in this day with blessings.